great vocalist, he's a great artist, and he's here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, I will sing song. I will sing song is in the house. Now you know I've been talking about you practically the whole show, even before you even got here, because there's so many things that we are relating with you and stuff. One thing that we think everybody's trying to do, everybody's talking about is about time was is also creating a new song. The same time I dropped that concept, you did a song called One Day. Yes, If It Can. Yeah. Yes, but then it was not called One Day, but then it was just One Day Everyone. And then I was very, like anything was one day, I was like, yeah, because that's like the concept I was doing. And that's how I got to discover somebody said that, hey, somebody has done a song for your movement.
Understand what used to be misunderstood, and you will see that you can't even know that can. Oh, my sister, one day you would understand what used to be misunderstood, and you would see that you can't even know that can. Oh, one day, and you will see that you can't even know that. Yes,
you understand what I'm saying? You see that one day came from, you know what I'm saying? So that's to show you like how long, like I personally probably don't know that. I never told you about the story, but that was one of the things that made me like, wow, there's just a lot of synergy between what I'm doing and what people are doing and things that make me come back. So give a shout out to you, to us.
Okay, buffet. So I think I ordered a buffet, so I'm taking my time.
Okay, you're taking the time to yeah, and I must say, like you said, I always keep saying, like, I think talent is just a prerequisite to success. You have been well known for your talent for a long time. You have the impression that now you become blow, and now you really blow. Like you are ready to really blow it out, because personally, not just based on timing or whatever, but this is like this is a great body of work. I must say congratulations. I was like listening party. I heard it in my car, me and you will know. I heard a listening party with a bunch of people. And he hit me with very interesting facts about his production, and I want to speak on it. Your music was mixed and mastered by out of the country, by the way, by different. Tell us about who mixed and mastered it.
Yeah, Spirit Mix did the mix, and John Trombone, it's Canadian.
Right.
He did the mastering. He has done mastering for Rihanna and most of this stars in America too.
Right.
And then of course Spirit Mix is the Niger guys. And also the last one, I think, on Burna Boy's album. It's like
so it's like a 2-time Grammy award.
Yeah, so he's that great. He's that good, and it's I think it's a whole experience for me to working with someone like that.
Right. I
learned a lot of stuff that I hadn't been exposed to, because I hadn't taken those steps. Mostly I'm used to here in Cameroon. We are cool with our producers, and we just do music in the studio. When you want to receive your music, you just, they do the mix and master it for you. So you don't get to the level where you have to collect your data and then send it to someone, and then maybe there's a problem. There's some.
Right.
Yeah. So
I think one of the things that you talked about was the file, the exportation. The way you export.
Yeah, the way you export.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
The way you export your music files, because we get the way. I think that we have the most talented producers in Cameroon.
Right.
And I just feel that we are at the point where we have to understand what we are doing better. You cannot have all the information, but having a little bit of information would be better. You have a way to export music. Like I said, I told you that I don't know the language of production, of music production, but
you have an idea.
I have an idea of the fact that these guys they said it, the frequency in which we export our music, the stems that we export, makes it difficult for them to really play with the instruments or play with the. And we have our ways in which we express our cultures and everything. Like even individually, there are people here who express their music the way they want. But also, you should be able to connect to other people. You should also give room to other people to be able to, make it new or everything like just like that.
I think that's definitely very important, because those things that we learn, how you been able to share it with your colleagues back home, like here, and all those things? How are you working on sharing that?
I just want people to know that I have discovered maybe a sweet palmy somewhere. It's not the most popular beverage in the world, but it can help you get an idea to make your punch or your champagne better than just my palmy that I discovered. So that's it. I'm open to talk about it, but some things are very sensitive. Don't just go talking about it like that.
Yeah, but I also think that one of the important things I also have to do, like, you know, like showroad, you understand? I think if you go like Nigerians, that's where they're strong, you know what I'm saying? Because Nigerian man insists until you have to really call it bad insurance. You go that till you go.
I would not make that mistake of going online and be like, okay, to show the industry, you're gonna do like this, you're gonna do like this.
That's not in the way to communicate.
This gives the fans an idea of how the business works, and then tomorrow you're online and you're trying to maybe better the industry, and you get a fan trying to tell you what you should do, right? Because you're
opening up for them to get into our creative process.
Exactly. There is just one thing I'll say here in the radio, and it's very, very important. If you think you blow in Cameroon alone, you are wasting your time. Absolutely. If you think if you blow, let me tell you now, if you blow as the biggest artist in Cameroon right now, 500 million streams, you will not make the money that you're going to make if 20 artists blew at the same time, because those platforms don't come for you, they come for your industry. If your industry never blow, you waste your time.
Getting there, see all your Louis Vuitton there, I think like $2,000. I see you, we're getting there, definitely, we're getting there. Let's talk about your album, Sounds of Heritage, 15 tracks, original song. You called it Kosa Fusion, as in it's a blend of Makossa and different urban trails. We listened to it, it's amazing, the sound quality is great, and it is also hype, hip, and urban. Tell us about that album.
First of all, Sounds of Heritage is the expression of Kosa Fusion. The Kosa Fusion is a concept that I came up with, which is the expression of Makossa with elements of Afrobeat and other genres, like you said. And I started writing this album from the last song, from the 14th track, because you had already existed. So I was like, I want to write an album. What am I going to do? I started writing the song on this album.
We had just 2 features though.
2 features, Original Mara and Feel Bill. Yeah. This album being enjoyed is because you feel like every song is connected. This is because one person mixed and one person mastered. Yeah.
So that's the division of level.
Exactly. So
it's a fresh ear that needs to listen to the mix after it's been recorded, and a very fresh ear needs to listen to the mix before it's mastered.
Exactly. He was great with the production. Shout out to him. Shout out to DJ Carl. DJ Carl did 2 songs. Produced 2 songs. And Instrumental did a wonderful job on Play Along. And we have Maestro Rodi.
Right. It's a great body of work, and I think something we definitely do need a lot more is bodies of work, because most artists, like I say, Gasha has been around for so many years, and she's finally just dropping her first body of work now. And Gasha's the kind of music she does, like a bunch of other contemporary artists, like even AWU. I mean, like, you start listening to that album not knowing what to expect, and then you come out of that album rejuvenated. Like, I mean, like, it takes you from one place to the other. It really sounds of heritage. And one important aspect is, I think Makossa was represented in every song, either from the guitar or the way singing, because when you hear it, like Scotia Fusion, right? I was expecting to get a lot more, like tradition, but it's very urban, and the Makossa influence is present, but it's doesn't overshadow the urban part of it, and I think that is just music. Everything was shaking. I started, one thing is shaking. I'm like, I was going to bring down this house. Let's talk about Original Mara, because of course one thing, you know what we do out here, we get people to discover a lot. First of all, you murdered that track. I already know a bunch of lines of that on your verse, because your verse was so, you catch cold.
Levels is just a street track. It has street message, so I had to drop something that represents street.
Right.
So it's just like, I'm a bad girl. Right. I'm going to do badass things. I'm going to catch you like a fool. Right. I'm going to moonwalk like Michael Jackson. Right. I'm just like showing off. Right. Like, I was just playing with the lyrics.
It was really great. The beat was really great. But why Levels? What made you do Levels? Because I would have chosen Levels before. I love that song.
Levels, somehow it resembles me and the direction I want to go music.
she's a special artist. She's a special person, and I vibe with her energy on that beat. I didn't have any doubt, any doubt.
To have met people who guided me in the right direction, who taught me what I needed to know. Because all what I knew was, oh, I can sing. I didn't know anything about music, though my dad was a musician.
Oh, really?
But yeah, but I just...
Who is your dad?
His name was Tobotobo.
Tobotobo.
Yeah, but he's late now.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he's okay now.
So
yeah. So, when I got into the industry, I met some people who taught me this is how this is called, this genre of music is Makossa, this is Afro, this is this, and from there I started learning more about myself. I released my single last year, late last year, October, Superwoman. Yeah. I was reviewing them. But now, after featuring on AWU's album, I'm working and then I'm working on my EP, so in the future
we're going to get some music from you. We're definitely looking forward to that. The reason why we are here today basically is just to let you guys understand that there's a great body of work. It is Kossa Fusion. It is AWU's album. It's called Sounds of Heritage, and you get a lot of sounds from our heritage. But do we have questions from the internet?
Yeah.
We have a bunch of questions, right?
Comments.
Comments and questions, okay? Alright, so this is Lukili04 on Instagram says AWU is one of the most underrated artists in 237 music industry. This is no joke issue. So Lukili04 says, when I listen to his music, I wonder what would become of him if he was in Nigeria. He gives the real Afrobeats. Nice, thank you. I'm sure he appreciates it, but he wants everybody to understand his music. Afrobeats is definitely a broad jar, but in Afrobeat, what he has created is called Kossa Fusion, and he would like to refer to as Kossa Fusion.
Kossa Fusion every day.
Yeah, as Kossa Fusion artist. Everything on point with the album, I swear to God. Sound on point, music on point, release on point. I want to say congratulations. I listened to the album, I love it, I'm streaming it, I'm vibing to it, and I want everybody also to go and do that, alright? Make sure that you guys go out there, stream the album, support the album, because that's what it's really all about. And this is great music, trust me, you're going to listen to all those 15 tracks and you will never know when this first one to the last one comes to pass. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. AWU is in the house. The brand new album is out. It's called Sounds of Heritage. It's available for you guys to stream on all.
On the white for no play.